Hello, today we are going to talk about piecewise functions. So let's look at the definition. A function that is defined by two or more equations over a specified domain is called a piecewise function. So a piecewise function is a function that is defined by more than one equation over specified domains. Let's look at a real-life example. A cellular phone company offers the following plan. $20 per month buys 60 minutes. Additional time costs 40 cents per minute. So let's see how we can set up an equation based on this problem. So we can name the function like C of t, that is the cost, equals $20 if the time is greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 60. So that is based on the first option, $20 per month by 60 minutes. So maximum he can have for $20 is 60 minutes. Then based on the second statement, additional time costs 40 cents per minute. So the base price 20 plus 40 cents for every additional time over 60 minutes. So 20 plus 0.40 times t minus 60 if t greater than 60. Let's look at an example for a piecewise function. So let's consider the function f of x equals 4x minus 4 if x is less than or equal to 1. And also this function equals x plus 2 if x greater than 1. So the question is find f of 1, f of negative 1, and also f of 2. So here we need to identify the function based on these values. So we know that the function equals 4x minus 4 if x is less than or equal to 1. So to find f of 1, we need to choose the first function and replace x by 1. So 4 times 1 minus 4, that is 4 minus 4 equals 0. So to find the second function value f of negative 1, we can also see that negative 1 is also in this range. So consider the first function, replace x by negative 1. So 4 times negative 1 minus 4, that is negative 4 minus negative 4, that is negative 8. So let's consider the last function value f of 2. So when you look at these x values, we can see that for the second function, x is greater than 1. So we can choose the second function to find the function value f of 2. So replace x by 2 in the second function. So 2 plus 2 equals 4. So this is the way you can find the function value from the piecewise function. Let's look at another example. So in this question, we need to find a rule that describes the piecewise defined function in the graph. So in the graph, you can see that this is an absolute value function. And this is like a line segment. So we need to find a rule that describes this both graphs using the piecewise function. So let's name the function as f of x. And you can see that for this graph, x value is less than 2. So this is like an open circle. It's not very clear, but it's an open circle. So let's define this function as f of x equals the absolute value of x if x is less than 2. Then we have to establish a rule for this graph. So we can see that they have given 2 points on this graph, that is 2, 0 and 7, negative 5. So to find the equation of this line segment, we have to find the slope first. So slope, you can use the slope formula, m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So we can consider 7, negative 5 as x2, y2 and 2, 0 as x1, y1. So the slope equals negative 5 minus 0 divided by 7 minus 2. That is negative 5 divided by 5, that is negative 1. So the slope is negative 1. Then we can take one of these points and use the slope to find the equation of the line using the point slope form. So you all know about the equation of the point slope form, that is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So instead of x1, y1, we can consider 2 and 0. So y minus 0 equals m times, that is negative 1 times x minus x1. Here x1 we took as 2. So y equals, distribute negative 1 over these terms, so negative x plus 2. So the equation of this graph is y equals negative x plus 2. And you can see that there is a closed circle here and a closed circle here. So the x values between negative 2 and 7, this point is like 7. So, and also equals, since they have closed circles here, x value equals 2 and also 7. So our rule based on this graph, it is a piecewise function. So f of x equals absolute value of x if x is less than 2, that is this graph, and equals negative x plus 2 if 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 7. All x values between these points, and also it includes x value 2 and also the x value 7. So this is another question based on the piecewise function.